The economy of this country has been hurting for a very long time, and I think it needs to be addressed as a national crisis.
Teck Resources announcing it's withdrawing its application for the Frontier project. This comes just hours after the Alberta government announced it struck a deal with 2 Northern Alberta First Nations. The announcement was made Sunday night in a written statement from the president of Teck Resources, citing rapidly changing global markets and the need to address the growing debate around resource development and climate change in order to produce the cleanest possible products. The letter addressed to the federal government and climate change minister saying it is now evident that there is no constructive path forward for the project. Questions about the societal implications of energy development, climate change, and Indigenous rights are critically important ones for Canada, its provinces, and Indigenous governments to work through. It goes on to say it is our hope that withdrawing from the process will allow Canadians to shift to a larger and more positive discussion about the path forward. Ultimately, that should take place without a looming deadline. The announcement comes just hours after the Alberta government announced its deal with the Mikisew Cree and Athabasca Chipewyan First Nations over a proposed open-pit oil sands mine awaiting Ottawa's approval.
For me, it was not just shock, but, it's a devastating feeling, especially given the amount of time and energy and work around this project for it to be, like I said, the rug taken out from under you.
Kenny tweeted a response to the Teck Resources application withdrawal, saying the factors that led to today's decision, including federal politicization of the regulatory process, further weakens national unity. This deepens Alberta's resolve to use every tool available to fight for greater autonomy, including the right to develop our own resources. The $20.6 billion project would have created an estimated 7,000 construction jobs, 2,500 operating jobs, and about $12 billion in federal income and capital taxes. But it was also expected to produce about 4 million tons of greenhouse gas emissions per year over 40 years. The federal government had until the end of the month to make its decision on whether to approve the project. But in a statement to City News, the federal National Resources Minister saying Cabinet will no longer be making a decision on the project. City News has also learned that Prime Minister Justin Trudeau spoke to Premier Jason Kenney Sunday night, reaffirming the government's commitment to working with Alberta as well as the resource sector. They also addressed their desire for a quick and peaceful resolution to the railway blockade and the impact it's been having on Canadians and the economy. In Calgary, Jackie Perez, City News.